after you, so start cleaning. It is that we have such power. We determine it. There is no government without us. It's made for...
With the blessing of the Staten Island GOP, which gave me their nod, which propelled me on to the Republican nomination the first time.
And even though we are small today, we know that there are more anti-racists than there are those racists over there. And we are organizing, and we will continue to organize. So we may be just a few who showed up today, but we will be back, and we will be back with more of our anti-racist comrades who are going to come out here to continue to show our message of solidarity, that one international working class organized will one day smash this racist capitalist filth that we have right here.
But as you all know, Staten Island led then and continues to lead with patriotic pride. You were here in the beginning. You've been here for every war to support our men who've gone off to die, who came back injured in Maine, who came from southern Italy. They were the migrants then. They were the ditch diggers. Yeah! They were what we think and many people call the Mexicans today, the hard workers. They weren't educated. My grandfather couldn't read or write. He would show up at work and they would tell him, Guinea, wop, dago, there's no work today. Go home and maybe if you come tomorrow, there'll be work. He had to suck it up. He had 13 kids. He understood he had responsibility to his family. They represented the roots of our country. And in closing, after the presidential election, we start the mayoral cycle. Let's make sure the Kathy Crime Wave Holcomb becomes a one-term governor. One-term governor. One-term governor. People vote. We will get our vengeance at the ballot box. Because this isn't just about New York City. This isn't just about New York State. This is about saving America. This country was named after Amerigo Vespucci, a great Italian, discovered by Christopher Columbus. They will not take that from our history. You have all the pressure. You have all the burdens. They're watching every movement, every word. They want to paint you as racist, as xenophobe, as being anti-immigration. I beg you, I don't care how many times I get arrested. I'll get arrested over and over like yesterday at Gracie Mansion. That you will lead us to victory. God bless Staten Island. God bless America.
Let me tell you something. Eric Adams, okay? He violates one of the 7 deadly sins all the time. At Midland Beach, and they're rolling beds in there, so we may mobilize there next after we win this one. And to all my friends out there, I see a lot of them that came in from the South Shore, but you better...
Hello, okay. I know I'm a nobody, so what we need, everybody knows the problem. We need a solution. I'm going to give you a solution to this problem. They're busting these people in there, and they're not our enemies. Tobacco's 100% right. Those people are not our enemies. They're being used. They're pawns. If you think women won't vote for that certain person, I want every one of you women out here who are going to vote for him to put your hands up. people love their children as much as mine did. And I want to tell you something. The other day, when we were up there, let me tell you, Antifa wanted to mess with us. If I ever got to throw down with anybody, I want tobacco and I want Curtis in my corner. Every one of you Democrats out here who are beautiful people, you want the same thing that the rest of us want. But you got to get rid of your hierarchy because they have been taken over by the Communist Party. That's it. So there's your answer. Take them out of office. Make sure that from the top down, from president down, Republicans run things and get things back in order. Thank you very much. Whoa!
This is a very big moment. The sons and daughters of liberty are here. You are the sons and daughters of liberty. And what do I mean by that? I mean, people think that they're going to show up and shut us down. No. We're showing up and we are shutting it down. I want all the lights up because everybody who saw us wanted to put that picture up. It's a beautiful thing and it shows unity and it shows that we can work together. Now keep them up. Now what I want you to do, USA! Turn it around and face those people at the end of the block. This is what you're looking at. Yeah! You want to play tough games? Yeah! You have the right to be here, and the right is protected by the security I put on the flyer, or otherwise you'd be a part of the damn pavement. I'm going to protect this protest. It's all about strategy and it's all about thinking. We have to be smart. We have to keep thinking. The lockdowns, they might be coming back. And if everybody doesn't say no, they will win again. They've already, from my intel, have told Costco, if you don't boost, you're out.
At the rally we had at Million Beach, and that liberal, woke-ass young reporter called us all sorts of things, turned this rally into a LGBT hating thing, and the next Monday we had the teachers rally, some of you were there, and I saw them on the hill, and I walked right up with them, I said, you, everybody get your cameras out and show his face, because that is enemy number one. Enemy number one, to lie about what we're trying to do. We're not violent. We're just trying to fix something so fixable, and little punks like this, self-loathing, America-hating, never got a trophy punks, have the power of the pen and the paper to destroy something so good. So that kid hasn't showed up in a rally in weeks. The editor of the local paper contacted me and said, I got the kid Tony, you threatened him. You can't do that to our reporters. And I said, they are humiliating us every day with the power of their pen. Well, I'm going to use the power of my fucking voice to humiliate you back. You call them out. They are public enemy number one. Not all of them. We know that. But when you see it, just like the Post, yesterday's story, Antifa attacked us with bottles, rocks, fists. Us. Not one Trump sign. Not one word of Trump. And these pricks, this little... She said it was a Trump... anti-immigrant Trump supporters fight with counter-protesters. No, sweetheart, it wasn't. It was New Yorkers of all different types, all political ideologies that were there. And they refused to mention Antifa. We all know it was them. Even the media that was there knew it. The whole gear, the logos. And they said, "Can't stop." So she was here. And the biggest mistake that somebody said, "There she is." And she left crying. Okay. Because that is our enemy. You little sweet thing. Pretty little girl, so I'm a little upset to yell at a pretty girl. But it was meant, it needs to be done. I called her out. So when you see it, you call it out. You take their picture. There's nothing that a bad journalist wants more than to have his picture shown anywhere. That's how they are. So we are going to call them out peacefully. I gave her a couple of choice words, but anyway, she left. Listen. I'm not going to yell and scream as much as I've been, because I yell and scream when I have to, when it works. And it fucking worked. This whole week. The other night we had a couple of thousand. Then the day after we were out here. This is what it's all about. This is my dream. Damn it, I'm going to get emotional here. This is my dream. To see people in the fucking streets fighting for themselves. Fighting for themselves is my dream. All these years, people laughed at me. Handcuffs on, front page of the Post, because I was protesting something important. Warning people. I used my art and my insanity, and everybody laughed at me. And all I wanted was like, I'm trying to tell you something, people. You gotta fight. It's coming down the pipeline. Yeah. It's coming down the pipeline. Yeah. Hey, to the end of the pipeline. It's here. It's here. It's there. It's the mandates again. It's on and on. It's here. And it's only you that can stop it. We don't throw one fist, not one rock. Yep. Nothing. Nope. This in the street is how it's done. Yes. That's how it's done everywhere in this country. Yes, we the people. We the people. We the people. Louder, let everybody hear. All right. Everybody else that spoke tonight pretty much covered pretty much everything that this is all about. But I want to get back to defending us from, again, the media and those on social media. Those of us who call us the racist. Somebody sent me something from a Staten Islander. I'm not going to give her name yet. She works for the UFT, United Federation of Teachers. Anyway, so she did this whole rant that somebody sent us and sent me, how we are white supremacists, racist, how disgusting. Yes, but I'm not doxing anybody. You know who she is. But just the vileness that came out of her mouth. The teachers, they're more concerned about teaching your elementary kids that Billy can put his kumasi in Timmy's poop hole. But she's more pissed off that we're fighting for our community and our children. This is not racism. This is not racism. We are not racist. We are not anti-immigrant. How many times do we have to tell the media we're not? We all been there.
We don't care who they are.
Let me get personal here. Let me get personal. I get it every day. I shove it off. Racist, homophobe, this, that. Nobody knows me. They don't know how my mother how we were. Every holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, she would send us boys down the street to the local gin mill and grab that lonely old man. She would say, go down the street where the homeless people are by the Salvation Army and bring one home to eat dinner with us. She sent us 3 white boys to Dreyfus 49 in Park Hill to toughen us up and give us culture and learn about diversity. With her gay friends back in the 80s and 70s, nobody wanted them in their family. My mother and we had them out of our house. So you fucking people who think you know who we are, you can go fuck yourself. You don't know us. We take no shit from anybody. But I know that we are the most compassionate, warm-hearted individuals. I said it the other night. I've been through every state in this country 3 times over. And Staten Island has more. Every night of the week, there are at least 2 or 3 charities running at once. Staten Island, we are the biggest-hearted people. And I'm not just saying it because I'm from here, and I'll get my ass kicked when I leave if I don't. But it's the truth. And they try to label us because we are the working people. We're the patriots. This is the Staten Island. When people ask me, when I travel, well, what's this place, Staten Island, like? What's it like there? I said, Staten Island is that little town of West Virginia, where the working man is, the civil servants, our veterans we got, our military, our cops, nobody. Stand down, hold on, everybody.
Don't worry about it, guys. We got it.
Hold on. Everybody stay here. We got guys back there to take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Take care of them.
Stay here, folks. Don't make it what I'm about to talk about. Don't make it what I'm about to talk about. Remember,
Peaceful.
one punch thrown at some punk. The media is going to show that, and that's going to be the story.
Peaceful.
Everything's good. Let our NYPD through, and everything's good. Let's get back top, folks. Nothing to worry about, nothing to be concerned about. We got a march, and we got to let our voices be heard. Come back up top.
We're not happy about it. We're not happy about it. And they're not migrants. They're illegal immigrants. Illegal. Make sure you put that. That's the key word. Illegal. They're not migrants like my great-grandparents came here, or theirs, or this. They're not. They're illegal. It's an illegal action. You understand? And there's places that they can go to. Rikers Island, other places that they can change the facility to accommodate, to be a nice home for them. It would be nice. You do not put them in a residential neighborhood with school kids that go to school right across the street, with young male adults, period. Move them.
Thank you so much.
If they did away with all welfare, we wouldn't have any problem with this, because it would be the same as when our grandparents came here, okay? Give us your poor, huddled masses yearning to breathe free, not yearning to get everything for free. That's from the Statue of Liberty.
What do you want changed here specifically?
Well, specifically, we want our neighborhood the way that it was. We want a school back over here the way that it was, and then we'll be fine.
We want our children safe.
Our children safe.
And the neighborhood safe. That's what we want.
We want legal immigrants, not illegal immigrants.
We want it done the way it
Thank
used
you. What's
to
your
be
name?
done.
First name? John. Thank you.
Bradford Solomon. I'm from Queens, New York, and I'm here with Guardians of Divinity. We shut down the vaccine mandates by refusing to show vax cards. We shut down the drag queen story hour, and now we're going to shut down this invasion into New York and into America, and protect America. Because if you have no borders, you have no country. We want the border closed. We don't want New York City to be like the doormat to all these so-called refugees who are not really refugees. If anybody does investigation in it, they're not asylum seekers. They're not fleeing a genocide. And all of a sudden, they're just showing up here, 100,000 in New York City. There's no explanation. We don't know where they're coming from, who they're with. It's clearly an attempt to destroy basically the sovereignty of the United States, and especially New York City is like basically the dumping ground, and you know, we don't want it taking all the city's resources, and it's going to be dangerous. You know, we don't know who these people are, if they're criminals or anything, you know, and we can't count on the cops to protect everybody, you know.
Have you seen any changes since they came?
Yeah, I mean, there's already been some cases, like they beat up one of the ladies that was like in the hotel in Manhattan. You know, thank God they haven't, you know, it hasn't been anything major, but it's like only a matter of time until something really bad happens. You know, I hope that doesn't happen, but we just need to have a real border, and they say they're seeking asylum, but there's real people seeking asylum that can't even get in. Like Joe Biden left all those people in Afghanistan that was helping us, and they can't get in. You know, the people in Syria, Christians getting killed, you know, by the, you know, Muslim extremists, and they can't get in. So it's just these unknown people, and they're all like men, you know, separated. You know, they're putting them like in, I'm from Queens, so they're putting them like in Floyd Bennett Field and Creedmoor. It's just like men in cots. It's just like scary. It's like an army barracks. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe the reason they haven't attacked anybody yet is because they're under orders, and when the time comes, they're gonna, you know, give them the order. God forbid, you know. But who knows? Like, it's not a theory. Like, they're here and there's no explanation. So I mean, you know. And then now they say they want to put them in Rikers Island, but that's just, it's like what the government does. They'll make things worse, and they'll make it a little bit better, but still they'll let them out, and they'll say, oh, you know, they went to Rikers Island, but it's just a scam to, you know, get people to like back down, you know.
Who do you want held accountable for this? Any city officials?
Of course, all the city, you know, I believe politicians are all just puppets anyway, but as the face of it, yeah, all these Democrats in the city council, obviously it goes on the mayor, because the mayor declared it a sanctuary city, and he has the power to say, all right, it's not a sanctuary city anymore, it's not a law, it's just his declaration, and he could, you know, rescind the declaration at any time. And obviously he said this is like a crisis, so why doesn't he just rescind the damn declaration then? If you know, it's just wordplay to just say, oh, help us, give us more money, give us this and that. He doesn't want to get rid of them, because if he gets rid of them, then he won't get the money, he won't get, you know, the billions of dollars, and he won't be fulfilling his job, which is like a new world order agent to do this, you know.
All right. Thank you. And your name?
Brad Solomon. Yeah, thank you.
BRADSOLOMAN?
Yep. O-N.
The school was promised to be renovated and made into a school for our community. So ideally, that's what we would like. We have shortages of schools here.
What about the migrants?
Well, you know, that's a very big problem. And I think that it's not in the Constitution for them to be the right to gain from the right to shelter. That is not in the law, it's not in the Constitution, and it's being interpreted incorrectly by our government. And as you can see, all these people are here, and not only in Staten Island, but it's happened in Queens, it's happened in Chicago, it's happened all over our country, that people are not happy with this mode of operandum by our government. It's got to stop. We've got to guard our borders. No country doesn't guard its borders and let people in infinitum. We do not have the money or the resources, and certainly people need to be vetted. So let's open up Rikers Island to them.
And do you want any city council officials to be held accountable, mayor, governor?
Oh, please. They took an oath. The oath was to represent its constituents. The mayor, the governor, who else? Our president. And instead of representing us, they're representing illegal entrants who have invaded our country in innumerable numbers that we do not have the money or the resources to take care of. How unfair is it for me to foot the bill for that? Me and everybody else in Staten Island and across the United States. It's got to stop. We the people have spoken, and we will not forget when it comes to voting day. When it comes to election day, they will have to be looking for a new job. Thank you.
What's your name?
Natalie.
Natalie, can you spell it?
Natalie.
Perfect.
We want President Trump back. That's all I care about. And we want these people out of here. And they don't even think about them coming to Tottenville.
Any
And
other
that's it.
place? Are you concerned about any other places, not just this Staten Island
If
facility?
they come to the South Shore of Staten Island, it's going to be a problem. And that's it. President Trump, 2024.
Every single politician that okayed this to be held accountable for this. We, as the people of New York, the men and women of New York, should be holding our political officers or public servants accountable for everything that they do that we don't agree with. And as for the mayor of New York City, I've been saying it since day one. The mayor of New York City hates New York City, so he shouldn't even be in that office.
All right, thank you. What's your name?
Monica.
Monica. M-O-N-I-C-A?
Yes.
Thank you for that.
That school was supposed to be preserved to put more special and gifted seats onto Staten Island, and that's what I would like to see happen there.
And what do you want with the migrants? What's your thoughts of having a migrant station there?
Well, the reason why they don't belong there is because, for one, you're using the word migrants, and there's a difference between a migrant and an illegal immigrant. They did come here illegally. They should be processed in the city. They should have a process where they're not just gathering people and putting them in neighborhoods. They need to document them, fingerprint them, give them a TIN number, which is a working tax number, and then they should be able to get working papers and go to work. I want the governor to be accountable. The crisis they're causing is not by not having a process to move these people out of the system so that we don't need shelters all over. We should be able to shelter these people and move them through a system. If there's not a system, then you can't just collect people, they're humans. And what they're doing is they're causing a humanitarian crisis. These are human beings. They're not the enemy. They're part of just conquer and divide. They want us to be angry at them. We're not angry at them. We're angry at a system that's not working. That's what we're angry about.
Right.
The system needs to be moved. There needs to be links in the chain that the people come in, and then there's a next step and a next step, not just keep gathering people.
What do you think about the gatherings? Are they well received?
I think the gatherings are necessary. The people need to be heard. We have not been heard with our government in a long time. Staten Island is lucky enough to have some representatives that are actually out and listening to our concerns and our cause. But the rest of the government that's really in charge, they don't have a plan. My biggest issue is they don't have a plan. It's not a humanitarian crisis. We have the resources to move people. They're purposely irritating people against the migrants. This is intentional. This hostility they're trying to cause is intentional. You don't take them and put them across the street from two schools. We have plenty of places to put people. And we have plenty of facilities. And we should have a process that moves them through so that when more come in, the others will process. That's my take.
All right, thank you. What's your name?
Ivana.
Ivana, can you spell it?
Yvonne.